From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Evening Edition.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Brian Hackney.
And I'm Andrea Nakano. Holiday travel is back this Memorial Day weekend, and here's a live look at our Bay Area airports. The TSA is saying it has screened more than 5 million passengers in the past couple of days. Yesterday was the highest single-day number since Thanksgiving of 2019.
People driving into San Francisco, though, had a tough start to the day because there was an accident in the middle of the Bay Bridge. Traffic nightmare after a multi-car collision. Video from Citizen app shows that there was some police activity in the middle of the bridge. CHP was able to reopen lanes by 2:30 in the afternoon. The backup remained for hours. And because we're covering traffic, let's see what weather is going to be like. Here's Darren Peck.
Well, we'll start out with a quick look ahead to the forecast for the holiday. So I just want to give you a view on what things will look like around here for Memorial Day. We've still got a really nice Sunday coming our way, but if we just jump ahead to Monday, we're going to start out in one of our cooler spots. Well, the coolest spot, actually. Memorial Day, not necessarily known for great beach weather in May. It is May gray. We'll be in the 50s there. If we go to the city, it's not much different. We'll be right around 60. It's still a nice day. It's still pretty much average for May. So let's go inland, and this really gives us a gauge for what Memorial Day is going to be like around here for 2023. It's going to be about 10 degrees below average for daytime highs. We're going to be near 70 for those warmer inland East Bay valleys. Think Concord, Livermore. You'll have morning marine layer gray to start, but by about 11 in the morning, noon, it's going to be more sunshine than anything else for inland valleys, North Bay valleys, and South Bay valleys. We're all pretty much right here in the same boat. We're at the time of year now, though, where 80 is the average daytime high. We've kind of got a unique setup going on right now. It's not only keeping us cool, but there's a chance for an isolated thunderstorm or two just north of, like, Sonoma and Napa.
A violent incident involving a BART employee shut down an entire station last night in San Francisco. BART told us a system service worker was cut on his shoulder with what was likely a pocket knife by a member of a group, causing a disturbance. The 24th and Mission Station was shut down for about an hour around 8 p.m. Today was the start of San Francisco's 45th annual Carnival, and many people got the chance to show off their dance moves at the huge street party. Watch. Nice. Festival held at the Mission District every year. People also got into the performances by two great Latin American acts brought from Colombia and Cuba. And of course, many enjoyed all of the food.
Every culture, and you got Chinese people that learn salsa today. You got Filipinos that are learning how to do cha-cha-cha, and you got all kinds of people having fun and interacting.
Across the Bay Area, people are honoring those who have died while serving the country. Memorial Day began as Decoration Day after the Civil War, and it wasn't until 1971 that Congress designated the last Monday in May as Memorial Day.
Several local events took place today honoring our nation's fallen servicemen and women. At San Francisco's National Cemetery, Boy Scouts, veterans, and other community groups placed flags on the gravestones of fallen soldiers. In San Jose, Boy Scouts also placed thousands of flags on the graves of veterans at Oak Hill Cemetery.
We're here to honor our heroes. It's teaching respect for our scouts, and it's a service for them.
We're honoring them through, putting flags on their graves to say, hey, we appreciate what you did, and you gave up your life for us, and that's what keeping democracy and freedom.
Oak Hill Cemetery will hold a special observance on Monday and another at the Presidio at noon. A wreath toss will be held at the USS Hornet in Alameda.
Vice President Kamala Harris made history at West Point today, becoming the first woman to deliver a commencement address in the Military Academy's 221-year history. The vice president told the roughly 950 graduates that they'll be tried and tested. This year marks 75 years since women were allowed to join the U.S. military, though West Point didn't have its first female graduate until 1980. Harris was also presented with a ceremonial cadet's saber on behalf of the graduating class. In Washington, Republican lawmakers in the White House say that they appear to be close to a deal to lift the nation's debt ceiling. Currently working through the holiday weekend under a looming deadline, and Christian Benavides has the latest.
With 9 days to go until the government could default on its bills, both sides appear to move closer to a deal that would raise the nation's debt ceiling. Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy striking an optimistic tone Saturday.
I feel closer to an agreement now than I did a long time before, because I see progress.
As he left Washington for the holiday weekend on Friday, President Biden also seemed to hint that a deal could soon be on the horizon.
With regard to the debt limit, things are looking good, very optimistic.
Sources tell CBS News a possible deal includes raising the nation's borrowing limit and capping some spending for 2 years, while keeping Social Security, Medicare, veteran services, and military off the table for reductions. There's also talk of shifting $10 billion of new funding meant to ease backlogs at the IRS and using it to pay for other programs, possibly including health care and transportation.
This is not easy in any shape or form, but that doesn't back us away from it. You want to make sure you get an agreement worthy of the American public.
Republicans have pushed White House negotiators on expanding federal work requirements on some of the people who receive federal assistance, including benefits to help buy food. With most lawmakers gone for the holiday weekend, they will have to be called back to vote for a deal.
Speaking of deals, let's get back locally. The Oakland A's released these renderings of their new proposed Vegas ballpark. It comes just days after the governor of Nevada announced a tentative deal to fund the construction. The $1.5 billion stadium would be built on the site of the Tropicana Hotel, which is set to be demolished. Now, here you can see how close it would be to the MGM Grand and the rest of the Vegas Strip. The stadium would have a partially retractable roof and a fan capacity of 30,000. Making it one of the most intimate settings in Major League Baseball, which means it's going to be the smallest venue in Major League Baseball. Under that tentative agreement, up to 25% of the cost for the stadium would come from taxpayer money, which Nevada lawmakers still have to approve. And all 30 MLB owners will cast a vote on the A's relocation, but still no exact date on when that will happen. Meanwhile, the future of the Coliseum is still uncertain without the A's, but there has been talk of bringing in a WNBA team and even possibly the Oakland's soccer team, the Roots.
Another blow to a once thriving shopping destination in San Francisco. Old Navy is now the latest retailer to announce that it'll be closing its doors on July 1st when its lease expires. The multi-story flagship store has been open for more than 20 years at 4th and Market. Its parent company, Gap, would only say that the way it, quote, leverages flagship locations has changed since it opened back in 1999. It also said it's working to identify new locations downtown. Gap, which also owns Banana Republic, has been struggling with profitability. Just last month, it announced plans to lay off 1,800 workers.
The party continues up in wine country. It's day 2 of the Bottle Rock Music Festival. Thousands of people are enjoying performances in the blue skies of the Napa Valley. Tonight's artists include Lizzo, Duran Duran, and Leon Bridges. The festival wraps up tomorrow with Wu-Tang Clan, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Lil Nas X.
And since we're talking about fun stuff, thousands of people dressed up as their favorite anime character down in San Jose. It was part of the 4-day festival of Fanime Con that celebrates Japanese art and culture. Not everybody who goes is an avid comic book reader. Some are just folks getting into the spirit for a loved one.
I'll be honest, my wife knows all the characters. I know Batman, I know Spider-Man. I don't know all the anime characters. My wife tells me those, and she's Batwoman today, so I know who she is.
Last day of the event, and for you to dress up is tomorrow. Have your marching orders. Thanks for watching.
That could have been on the
back here at
weekday.
11.
Good night, everyone.